G'day everyone, and welcome back to Derriere Farms Silverrun Forest test map, where things are going pretty good. We're in the middle of October. As you can see, the roller coaster is starting to take shape and it's looking pretty good material wise. We're on our way to the next stage. Now, being a test map, yes, I have accelerated some of my productions, and I have the materials I need for it. Let me just turn off the lumberjack mod. And for those of you that are having problems with it, the conflict is not with the DLC. The conflict is with probably another mod and the DLC, because I have no problems using, as you can see, the lumberjack mod and super strength. Anyway, I'm happy with where the roller coaster is going. I'm just curious about what it needs and how long it's going to take. So let's zip around the corner and we'll see how Boaty McBoat Face is doing. Now, this is actually pretty important, and I think, well, I won't say I think, but I have almost made a critical mistake with my boatyard. I have purchased, hypothetically, I've saved up the money and I have purchased the boatyard at a fairly large expense. But the boat is coming along nicely. It's definitely taking shape, and it's looking pretty darn good. Now, you have to remember, you're building Noah's Ark here. You need something more. For those of you that know what I'm talking about, leave a comment right now and say, what is the missing material that I don't have that I am going to need? Leave a comment and tell me. For those of you that are new to the project, I will tell you in a second what's missing. So I can skip ahead another month, and the boatyard, well, it still has plenty of material to do at least another month and get to the next stage. But if I don't plan properly, Boaty McBoatface is not going to go very far at all. Alright, so what is it I need to plan for? Well, it's not, if you look down in the corner, it's not planks, floor tiles, wood beams, planks, or metal. I have plenty of that. In fact, I have more metal than I know what to do, and I've been selling it off. And from what I've seen from a lot of other Let's Play YouTubers, they're all making the same mistake that I'm going to warn you about. You need something rather special. Now, remember I said you're building Noah's Ark? Well, let me zip down the street and I'll show you what you need. I'll bring you guys back in a minute. Alright, here we are. Here's a clue as to what we need. It's an animal pen, and guess what type of animals it takes? It takes sheep. Hence the Noah's Ark reference. If you want to cheat, you can cheat, but most of you don't want to cheat. If you're watching my channel, most of you tend to play properly. Alright, so I have no sheep, but there's no animal dealer on the map. Well, we're going to have to do it the old-fashioned way. And I like the Swiss brown. I don't know. Let's just go for any sheep. And we'll buy the maximum for the pen. Now, because there's no animal dealer, we will have to pay a transportation fee. I'm guessing that's because the sheep are coming from Elm Creek. Imported sheep. Great. So I now have a pen full of sheep. And I've got nothing to feed them with. Fortunately, this field here, field 41, is a meadow field. It'll yield a reasonable amount of grass. You can always get more grass by plowing it up and reseeding it, but that's going to be rather expensive. Fortunately, sheep do not take a lot of grass or hay. In reality, sheep would take, especially in the winter time, hay, because the grass would have rotted and would be no good. So I'm just going to say, hypothetically, for all intents and purposes, I have mowed this field, and I'm not going to do it because you all know how to mow a field. So I've mowed this field, and I have a couple of grass bales. Spawn, bale grass, bale straw, bale hay. I'm going to do the largest, the round bale at 9,000 liters. I'm going to spawn in 4 of them. The reason I'm bringing this up, like I said, is I've seen a lot of people, they buy the boatyard and they don't think about the sheep. Because like I said, apart from if you're building Noah's Ark, why would you think you need sheep for the boatyard? You wouldn't. So let's leave our sheep to produce their own wool, to do their own thing, and we'll go another month and we'll come back and we'll take a look at the boatyard. It's supposed to be the Jeopardy theme, by the way. Alright, we'll be back in a second. Alright, so here we are, excuse my cough, a month later, and we have a quarter of a pallet of wool from these sheep. Ideally, you should have purchased, or we should have purchased, the large sheep barn. Yeah, having said that. So now let's go and take a look and we'll see how our boat's doing. Wrong one. This is Boaty, but boat face here. Alright. So we have the hull, and things are looking pretty darn good. We don't need a lot of materials to get to the next stage. In fact, we'll probably get through that in a day. A day being a month, because I have my cycle set for 1 day months. So let's skip forward another month. Another month brings us into December, and we have snow on the ground. That's the one thing I have noticed about Silverrun Forest, is it snows a lot. Giants have finally fixed it. My most popular, or my second most popular video, is how to make it snow on the base game maps. But you don't need to worry about that on Silverrun Forest, because you are going to get plenty of snow. Alright, so I don't need any more planks. Planks. I'm going to add planks because even though it says 0 liters, I have noticed that it might need a tiny bit. And even if it doesn't, come on, planks, where are you? There they are. There we go. So the boat sails out. And it's ready for the next stage. Look at what we need for the next stage. We hardly need anything. We need a couple of wood beams, which we have. Floor tiles, which we have. But look at this. We need almost 4,000 liters of fabric. We don't have fabric. Hence the sheep. Now let's go and see how much our sheep have produced. We still don't even have a full pallet of 1,000 liters of wool yet. So we're in trouble because, well, and this is going to take up space, I know, but we now need to purchase come on, Productions, where are you? We need to purchase the cheapest spinnery possible. I'm just going to put you around the corner from the sheep pen, and we're going to take a look at the production requirements. So remember, we need quite a bit of fabric. Cotton we don't worry about because, you know, like I've said in my other video, cotton is going to be hugely expensive because the fields are not very big. You need a lot of harvesting equipment, plus you need a seeder, so you have to rent a lot. In the long run, you're far better off with sheep. But it's 2 wool to 1 fabric. Let's go back and see Boaty McBoat face. And I think, what did we say, 6,000? Sorry, 4,000? It's roughly 3,600. I'm going to round it up to 4,000. So we need 8,000 liters of wool. It's going to take us a couple of months to process that much wool. Not only that, once we've processed the wool, we then need to turn it into fabric. So, 8,000 liters of wool turned into fabric. It's not a very fast process. It's going to take a while. So we've invested a lot of money into the boatyard, and our boat is now going to sit here on the boat launching ramp for a long time. So I brought our 800 liters of wool over. That's going to give us 400 liters of fabric. Let's see how many months it takes with 1 sheep pen. And then I'm going to cheat the rest in. So here we are in January. What's nice is, well, the snow is at level 2, so it's actually pretty deep. Let's go and check on the boatyard. It's stuck. I've got everything we need. The mast is up. The boat is almost finished, but we still need fabric. So let's check on our sheep. And like I said, remember, sheep don't take a lot of grass, so you're going to get plenty of grass, even playing with seasons, off of this field. We have another sheep growing, and as the sheep get bigger, they will produce more wool more quickly, but it's still not enough. So we have enough. We have another 542 liters. That's going to be 250 liters or so of fabric. Let's check our fabric production, because we're not 2 months in and we won't even be close. Well, I didn't turn it on. Oops. But even if we had, we have, after 3 months, we have 1,300 liters, so we're going to have 700. We won't even have a pallet of fabric yet. And we need almost 4 pallets of fabric. Let's give it 1 more month. Oh, and I'm going to check on the roller coaster too. So our roller coaster is doing fine. It's coming along. We're now on stage 2. We were a little short of wood beams. Again, lack of proper planning. Let's see what February brings. Here we are in February. Yeah, we've got another half pallet of wool, which we're going to take over to the spinnery. Let's check. We don't even have a pallet of fabric yet for the spinnery. And our boat is still stuck. So yes, we should have invested in the big sheep pen, but that's going to cost sheep. It's going to cost almost 100,000 versus 50,000, so that's double the cost. I mean, 100,000. That's the cost of another production, plus all the sheep. Plus, then we have to buy the spinnery. So, what I'm thinking is, what we really should have done is we should have got our basic productions going, whether it's the paper mill, whether it's the lumber mill, or even more profitably, the iron ore mill. And right off the bat, we should have purchased the biggest sheep barn we could. Not worried about the boat yet, because we can use the boat as a sell point, remember. Instead of purchasing it, we should have just used it as a sell point, like the roller coaster. This rate, my calculations say it's, well, I'm going to purchase another sheep pen, but given the rate of production through the spinnery and the amount of wool produced by the sheep, it's going to take us at least 6 to 9 months to have enough wool to make enough fabric to be able to feed the boatyard. And until we do, Boaty McBoatface is going to sit here doing nothing. So you have a huge investment doing nothing. Hopefully you found this video useful. It gives you an idea of what needs to be done. Make sure you plan ahead. That's all I can say as far as any other productions. But the boatyard is not as simple as a lot of other people are showing it. And I am just waiting for them to get to the video where in their Let's Play they go, "Oh crap, we're stuck." Hopefully you found this video useful. It gives you an insight into what is needed and gives you an idea of what you need to plan for. If you found it helpful, give it a thumbs up, and please remember to subscribe, because I will be making more videos on what you need to do. Thank you for watching and take care, Jay.